Hey mama, do you feel like your life is so busy, you're stressed out and always tired? Do you see this in your kiddos too? If so, I'm going to tell you about the number one nerve that's responsible for how you are feeling. It's called the vagus nerve, and it's all the craze right now. The vagus nerve lives in the upper neck or upper cervical spine around the first and second vertebrae. It's known as our rest and digest nerve, and it can have a massive impact on our nervous system, affecting sleep, emotional health, and digestion just to start. If you are a parent who are health curious and conscious, it's no doubt you've heard about the vagus nerve, but I bet you don't yet know how it can help you and your kiddos. But stay tuned. One thing we see again and again today when diving deep into the full health picture of grade school and teenage patients is that when they are struggling with things like anxiety and ADHD on the outside, they are also struggling with some basic building blocks of health on the inside as well. The vast majority of these cases struggle with things like sleep, digestion, constipation, immune health, and more. So if these basic building blocks of good health aren't doing well, there's no way we can expect their brain-based health, like focus and anxiety, to be in a good place. The brain and the body are directly connected, and mental health and physical health need to be seen as one thing, not two. That's what we'll be discussing in today's video, all about the vagus nerve. So while the vagus nerve is very complex, it can be simplified into a nerve that controls our parasympathetic or our rest and digest side of our nervous system. Meaning when this nerve is turned up and working at full capacity, it helps facilitate three things: sleep, emotional regulation, digestion, and absorption. The opposite is true if it's turned down. Instead of rest and digest, the nervous system engages in a protective response. This isn't always a bad thing if you're playing a sport, you're taking a test, or you're in an extreme situation like running from a bear. But as parents, I would agree that you prefer to not have your kids acting like they're running from a bear at bedtime. So how does the vagus nerve get turned down? Truthfully, stress at all different times of development. It could be fear and anxiety during pregnancy or fertility issues, intervention and trauma during labor and delivery that affects their upper cervical spine, childhood falls or other traumas, inflammatory foods and chemicals through the environment and our foods, high levels of family and social stress and anxiousness. So the vagus nerve can easily get worn out due to our busy, high-stress lifestyles. This can also lead to things like immune challenges, brain fog in kids, teens, and adults. So what we need is to be resilient and adaptive to stress. We all know stress does not go away, but how we handle this stress can improve. And this happens with the chiropractic adjustment to specific areas of the upper neck that remove the interference that blocks the vagus nerve to help you be able to rest, digest, and adapt to stress. Essentially, we are putting the brake pedal on our life that's in constant overdrive. So if you're curious where you or your kiddos' vagus nerve activity levels are, we can actually measure them in our office. In fact, that's the first step. We find out the starting point so we can build a care plan and turn up that parasympathetic vagus activation and help with a multitude of challenges. Many of you may have like an Apple Watch or a Garmin or an Oura Ring that can measure your heart rate variability. We do a heart rate variability scan in our office that tells us exactly what's going on with your vagus nerve, and then we can make a treatment plan to help regulate it better. So what do you do next? So first, we ask that if you have any questions, please leave a comment below, send us a DM, call us, message us. Second, share this with other parents or family members, Facebook groups that need to hear this. Third, if you want more action, you can click on our blog on our website at alignfamilywellness.com, and you can read all about the vagus nerve and find more information there. So don't hesitate to reach out, and we hope this video was helpful today. Thanks.